Whether you're a seasoned product manager or an innovation director at a company in the midst of its digital transformation, getting buy-in, building confidence for your new directions is always super critical. My name is James Halliburton, co-founder and CEO at Noodle. I'm going to talk to you today about 3 innovation challenges for the end of 2021 and emerging into 2022. McKinsey has recently observed that in a post-COVID-19 world, 90% of executives believe that this crisis has fundamentally changed the way that they will deliver services to their customers. But more than 75% of them believe that there are significant growth opportunities. However, they don't feel like they have the resources or assets to execute on those opportunities. If you are pursuing innovation that's customer-facing and digital, you know there are several momentous challenges to overcome. I want to take you through 3 main ones that we see as key to overcome over the next 2 years. Number 1, access to software developers. There is a huge shortage of software developers around the world, and this is only getting worse. Research indicates the lack of access to skilled software developers is resulting in canceled innovation products and a dramatic reduction in productivity across the board. Many organizations are increasing their spend on outsourcing as a way to offset these challenges. However, several are rethinking their need for software developers entirely, leaning on low-code platforms in order to enable a broad set of team members to come together, such as product owners, designers, and other business stakeholders who can actually contribute to the production of digital platforms and unlock entirely new ways of working. The second challenge is breaking legacy processes. Now, say it with me, design-driven innovation. Everybody wants it, everybody says it, but is anybody actually doing it? Being design-driven doesn't simply mean adding someone to the team who can make your application look a little bit more slick. This is about adding in a process and a mentality where you work iteratively, continuously, and are listening to real user feedback in order to take decisions. You'll also want to be running your experiments with real users in a real market scenario early and often. Does it sound risky or too expensive? Well, it doesn't have to be. You can do A/B tests or smoke tests, simply engaging with users with an early MVP, but in the wild is really key to making this work. The final big challenge is quite related to the last. It's about getting fast, meaningful data that you need to take those decisions. Most organizations are built to scrutinize change and avoid risk. This can make it seem impossible to get buy-in for your new innovation idea, especially if it's just based on a deck or faith alone. Now, bringing real signals from the real market, this is what gets you buy-in. Remember, you don't need 2-year-long studies to get real signals from users. You can actually go out with A/B tests and smoke tests pretty early and get these signals in a matter of weeks from hundreds, maybe even thousands of users. Naturally, collecting this data means you have to be prepared to kill your darlings. But while this sounds painful, if you get that data early and you get it often, you can pivot to the right direction and the right idea that will have the most success in market. Overall, the challenges are mounting for all of us, but they're not insurmountable. Starting small and practical is one key. It helps you start your organization and avoid some of the typical frictions. But also realizing that running these experiments is not nearly as much of a headache, not nearly as costly as it used to be. This means we can unlock opportunity that is everywhere. While some organizations are limiting their innovation spend, others are doubling down, preparing for tomorrow, and capitalizing on the opportunities emerging today. And customer and user behavior is changing dramatically. This may be the most important opportunity for all of us. New digital service offerings have become existential for many businesses. Whether it's remote learning for education, or hybrid workspaces, new behaviors in media consumption, or simply what recreation looks like today, change has occurred rapidly over the last 24 months, as has our expectations on what our digital apps and services look like. There are plenty of opportunities out there for all of us, but also plenty of challenges to overcome. I hope to continue the conversation with you. You can find me on LinkedIn, leave a comment on YouTube, or find me over at the Noodle website. I hope to be in touch. Good luck.